the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. And on tonight, what we're going to be dealing with is the subject matter of how to be a professional content creator. Brothers and sisters, we have to make this very clear for you to understand. As a content creator, you're to be a professional. This is a profession. This is a business. It must be taken serious, which means you're going to have to invest in what you do. Now, there are content creators who provide content and they don't have no studio environment. They just pull out a cell phone, record, post it. I don't consider them content creators. The reason being is that they have not yet taken the production value of their business to a level of professionalism. As a content creator, you have to understand that you're dealing with multimedia. You're dealing with a social media environment. You need to have a way to distribute your content. You have to be able to back up your content. And a lot of times people are just uploading videos and they have no storage. They have no way of backing up the videos. They don't have no other social media platforms that they are connected to. So their entire, career in this world is sort of like a learning curve where they're just kind of just going with the flow and they really have no structure. We want you to understand that this is a business primarily. As a content creator, your bottom line is to get paid for your work. Not only to get paid, but to also provide quality content that viewers will enjoy. This is a business. This is not a game. So you must take this thing very important. You have to write it out. You have to plan it out. You have to look at this for what it is, a business. Now, if you want to make videos as a hobby, this is not the video for you. I'm not going to be on YouTube making videos as a hobby. Do you understand me? This is a business, a multi-million-dollar business, and there is a lot for everyone. The problem is a lot of people just don't take this serious. So they kind of just play games with this. What I want to talk about is the basics on how to be a professional content creator. Number one, you need a computer. Not just any computer, you need a fast computer. A computer that is a reliable workhorse. A computer that will give you the ability to edit content on the fly, which means you're going to have to invest. A lot of times people want to come on YouTube, they want to do what they see others do, but they don't want to invest their money into the business. It's one thing to earn ad revenue. It's another thing to take that money and invest right back into the business. Every business owner knows that in order to be successful, you have to invest the money back in the business. You just can't profit and then eat your profit. No, you got to put it back in the business so it can grow. So purchasing quality equipment is of the utmost importance. You need a computer. I would preferably have 2 to 3 computers because you want to be able to do different tasks and not have one computer doing everything. So as a professional content creator, I believe that you should at least have a laptop, a desktop, and probably a tablet. Now, the reason why these 3 are essentially very important is that with a laptop, you can move your show on the road. You can take it wherever you want to go, if need be. A tablet is good for referencing your content, preferably if you're doing a live stream. And you can kind of just look at your tablet and see what's going on and so forth. Whereas your desktop is the main workhorse that is streaming the content, providing an atmosphere where you can edit, where you can install different software and have the memory and the graphics to be able to process your content, whether live streaming or video editing. You need a computer that is very, very fast, a computer that have a lot of RAM, memory, good graphics cards. That way you're able to produce content on the fly. You're able to export videos with less wait time. So it's very important to have a quality computer setup, primarily 2 to 3 computers. You can have 1 laptop, 2 desktops, and you can always use your phone for referencing content on YouTube or any other social media site. Having a quality cell phone is very important as a content creator because there may be a time you're on the road and you need some device to record. So having a device that is handheld to pretty much pick up footage and audio is of the great importance. So having a quality cell phone that's provided for content creation is very important. And it should be a phone that is separated from your personal phone. That way, when you're actually recording content, you don't get interrupted by phone calls and so forth. Do you understand me? Another thing you must have is an environment, which is primarily a studio room. But see, a room in and of itself is not a studio just because you want to call it a studio. A studio is a studio when you have prepared the room to be used for production. For example, acoustically treating your room. Preferably, what I would do if I was you is I would invest in something called Owens Cornering 703. These are panels that are sheets of 2 by 4 2-inch sheets of fiberglass material. This particular material, when combined together, you can create 4-inch bass traps. These bass traps can literally be covered with an acoustic material, which can now be placed as panels on your walls in your apartment, house, whatever environment you use as a studio. These particular panels will acoustically treat your room, giving you a better sound in your room, especially when doing voiceovers and a lot of mic recordings. It would bring the noise level down from the outside and provide an atmosphere that is very, very quiet, allowing you to work and provide content with no noise, no echoes, flutter echo, and it's just a very, very good thing to do. You must have an environment by which you can produce content. It's very, very important. Find a room within your house, apartment, wherever you live. It doesn't matter your level. It doesn't matter where you live. You can be a professional content creator no matter where you are in this world. Find the largest room that you have. I say the largest because as a content creator, you're going to need equipment. You're going to need desks. You're going to need furniture. You're going to need lighting, cameras. The list goes on. You want an environment that can be a studio, a place where you can work and produce quality content on the fly. So having a room that is primarily designated to be a studio is of great importance. Paint the room. Go to Home Depot. Pick out a color that you like. Decorate your room. Those of you who are on my IG page, you saw when I was making my studio room. You saw when I was developing all these things. You understand? Paint the room. Develop. Create bass traps. Make them. I actually have a video teaching how to design and build bass traps. I'm going to have to probably make an updated video for people who want to learn how to do this, because when you want to acoustically treat your room, these panels can be very expensive if bought in the stores. But if you want, you can buy the material online, and you can actually make these things on the cheap and actually get better results than what's being sold in these stores. So you have your computers, you have a studio room, you acoustically treated the room, it sounds wonderful. You need speakers, monitors to monitor your sound. You want good monitors. You want monitors that are high quality. Now, you don't have to buy the best of the best. Now, if you have the money to burn, then I would go that route, because the better the monitor setup, the better the results. It pays to buy the best. These are facts. So, having a pair of good monitors is very important. Primarily, I would suggest you have at least 2 pairs of monitors. One for main production, and then one for referencing. It's very important. Just like in a recording studio, they have probably like 3 to 4 monitors to listen to the music or production or movie, soundtrack, score, so that they can hear it in an environment that would give them an idea of what it would sound in the real world. So with that being said, you would need a pair of headphones, monitoring headphones, so that you can mix, so that you can listen to your voice as you do voiceovers and different recordings, to check your sound levels and so forth. All of these things are very important, but you must invest in this. It takes time. Do you understand me? You need a desk, a large desk with a lot of space, a lot of room, because equipment is gonna pretty much be in need, and you're gonna need space to put all these devices. And you wanna make sure that you have equipment that you're gonna use. You don't just wanna buy equipment just to say you have it. You wanna be able to use the equipment. Do you understand me? So a large desk is very important. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg. If you're a carpenter by trade, you can design your own desk. It's very easy to do. But if you don't want to go that route and you want to just spend the money and buy a desk, there are different options out there that you can choose from. But you gotta look around, you gotta shop, you gotta check prices, and so forth. Cameras. Preferably when it comes to content creation, a camera is an essential. You must have a camera. As a content creator that is going to the professional level, I suggest you have at least 3 to 7 cameras. Now, it may be a little extreme for some of you, but in this line of work as a content creator, it's very important that you understand that when people are viewing your content, you must be able to stand out. Now, you can go and buy 3 to 7 cameras and set them all up, and your content look like trash, because camera placement is very important. Focal length is very important. The type of lens that you choose is very important, whether wide angle or of a camera that is more of a telephoto type lens, so that you can get an up close and personal image of yourself, or a wide angle to capture an entire room, or an aerial view. All of these different camera positions is very important when it comes to shooting content, because your viewer want to feel like they're a part of the show. Your cameras give them access into your world. So when being a professional content creator, having a multi-camera setup is a step towards a professional setup. There are many people that have been doing this. There are many people that are doing it. And then there are those that are doing it wrong, where the camera angles just don't look right, the lighting is not right. And speaking of lighting, you're gonna need lights. You're gonna need professional lights. You're going to need lights that are pretty much at a budget price, which give you the ability to light the subjects. Either you, a guest, one who you're interviewing, or just your room. I would suggest that you look into the website called Elgato. They have various products, ring lights, and different lights that are very, very good. These products are very affordable. They can be set up and controlled with a stream deck. These are essential items that content creators are supposed to have. If you are a content creator on YouTube or whatever social media site, if you don't have a Rodecaster Pro, you have not yet leveled up. Now, there are other devices that you can have, but in my humble opinion, the Rodecaster Pro is an essential tool to have as a content creator that do live shows and different production. The Rodecaster Pro allows you to hook up various microphones. You can add sound effects that have different tracks that allow you to do a host of things. It's very professional, it's very clean, keeps everything in order, and it's very nice. Back to the camera. You want a 4K resolution camera. 1080p is nice for YouTube. 1080p is cool. 720p is cool. But when we are talking about professional content creator, you want 4K resolution. Now, not everybody have a 4K monitor to view, but people have cell phones that can view in 4K. People have laptops that can view in 4K. So you want the highest level of quality content that you can pretty much offer your audience. So having 4K resolution cameras is very important. You can go all out and buy the best quality XLR cameras to the professional cinema cameras. But if you want to keep things in a budget, then they have various 4K resolution SLR cameras that you can change lens that is very affordable, from prices from $600 to about $1,500 for each of these camera bodies. And then you can buy various lens that will give your quality in terms of your video. It'll give you the type of visuals you really desire. Close-ups, wide-angle shots, a fish-eyed look, and it would add a bokeh type blur in the background. That's what most of you would know it as, but it's called bokeh, where the background is kind of blurred and it separates the background from the foreground, which make you stand out pretty close, which gives you a very cinematic look. This is very, very important. When doing content, having the right kind of camera for the job is very, very important. You want a mirrorless type camera that when you shoot live streams, you don't have all this other information on the screen. You want a clean line out. So it's very important to look into these things. I might have more videos on these to show my setup so that people can pretty much get an idea of what to buy, what they should get. It's all based on your needs, but these are the essential basics that any content creator that believes and desires to be a professional content creator, you must have these items. There's no cut and no corner. You can make content with a cell phone, but that's not professional. Let's just keep it 1,000. Sitting with a cell phone in your hand, that's like, back in the day when YouTube first started, 2005, 2006, 7, 8. That's when everybody just had a cell phone and they would record. But in today's day, you should have a professional camera. And if you don't want to buy a multi-setup camera of 3, then start off with 1. And as you go, you can build. A lot of you, if you want to be on the affordable side, you can invest in a GoPro Hero 7 Black. The GoPro Hero 7 Black Edition camera is a very, very professional camera that you people can pretty much use for your production, especially during live streams. Now, don't make it bother you that it's an action camera. The GoPro Hero 7 Black is an old camera, but at the same time, that particular camera have great video quality. And if you go into the settings and you actually use the settings to control the lighting, you can have superb image quality for live shows. You can literally capture video that is very, very nice, and people won't even know that you're using a GoPro. Do you understand me? Now, the GoPro Hero 7 Black is an older camera. They have newer models. I think they're up to the GoPro Hero 10 right now. But if you want to be in the game, if you want to be a professional and you want a multi-setup camera setup, then going the route of a 3 GoPro Hero 7 Black camera setup, that would be your best bet for live streaming. I did that a while ago, and my video quality has always been top notch. Now I have 3 SLR cameras that I use for live streaming, and it's a very, very nice setup. So that being said, you need storage. As a professional content creator, you're going to be making a lot of content. You're going to be burning up a lot of gigabytes of data, a lot of space. You're going to need to put all of this somewhere. You need to organize all your work, because as a content creator, you don't want a messy computer. You don't want a messy desktop. You want everything organized. So you should have multiple hard drives that deals with different tasks. For example, one hard drive could be a hard drive where all your sound effects are on that hard drive. Another hard drive is where you store all of your completed videos. In other words, videos that you edited to upload to YouTube, they all get stored on that hard drive. That's where all your master files remain. Live streams. When you do a live show, you have to keep in mind, there are ways in which you can back up a live stream while streaming. This is very important. There's different software like OBS where you can literally, and again, this goes back to what I talked about concerning having a powerful computer, a computer that's very fast, efficient, that allows you to multitask and do a lot of work. You can literally record and you can stream so that you can back up the live stream as well as stream it. That way, if something went wrong, you have a full backup copy. Or you can live stream, and when your videos are uploaded to YouTube or whatever site you're on, you can always download the actual stream and then save that to another hard drive. That way you have a backup of your work. You want to be able to back up all of your production. You don't want to just upload content to YouTube and you have no backup copies of what you're doing. It's very important to always have a backup of all your videos. This is a business, people, and you want to be able to take your business to other places. You want to be able to upload your content to other sites. So as a content creator, it's very important and wise to have hard drives where you back up all your files. If you're the type of content creator that uses a lot of images, you need a hard drive that have all of these things stored. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to have a bunch of hard drives. You can have one hard drive, but it must be organized. You must have folders organized with all of your production tools, images, sound effects, audio files, you name it. Everything has to be organized in a professional manner so that when you're going live or you're doing production, you can just, with a click of a button, you can go into a folder and get exactly what you need. This is very important as a content creator. When it comes to the need of sound effects, when it comes to the need of footage and so forth, there are many different sites that you can literally file or join and have a membership on to get music, footage, sound effects, and so forth. There's many different opportunities out there, but as a professional, you have to look into these different areas and do your research. Always research, always educate yourself to learn more and more and more. YouTube is a business. It's not a place to play games. One thing you have to avoid as a content creator is beef. Beef don't sell. Beef creates controversy and it also destroys businesses. The last thing you want to do as a professional is arguing and fighting with people online. It's not good for business. You're trying to market yourself. You're trying to promote your content. You're trying to reach a larger audience. Not only that, you can end up getting sponsored. You could end up reviewing different products and services. And companies do not want to invest their time and resources in content creators that are always involved in some sort of controversy. That's the last thing that they want to get involved with. So staying out of drama, staying out of beef is very important as a professional content creator. These are things that you must know and you must learn. Now, another thing that you would need in a professional studio setup as a content creator is monitors. Now, if you have an all-in-one computer such as an iMac from Apple, that's great, but it's good to have external monitors where you can be more creative when doing live shows. For example, if you're doing everything on one computer and it's just one screen, and you have your editing software, your streaming software on the screen, it's taking up a lot of real estate. So you're unable to see every aspect of your live show all on one screen. When you have a multi-monitor setup, you're able to have your chat box in one screen, and you can open it up large where you can see the chat room and you can interact with your audience because you can see a large view of your chat room. Whereas your main computer is hosting your streaming software and probably some other pertinent information. And then you can have another monitor that is giving you a feed of the actual live stream, which is letting you see how everyone is viewing you on social media. This is very important. You can have another monitor that's showing you your analytics, which is giving you a little insight of how the stream is going, what's really happening, audience retention, and so forth, which is giving you data to understand how people are interacting with your show. It's important to understand the algorithm. It's important to understand the analytics of your videos, to know how people are engaging with your material, because you don't want to spend time making content that people are just not interested in. So it's good to go to your analytics and look at exactly what people find interesting about your content, and then capitalize on that by producing content that you know your audience enjoy. It doesn't matter if you made a video that was on the topic. Make another video that's on the topic because your audience enjoy those type of videos. It's very important. Just switch it up, talk about something a little different because your audience is going to enjoy the content. When you notice that people are not looking at certain videos, and according to your analytics, those videos are just not doing well, don't spend too much time making videos that you know is not doing well. Why? Because you're wasting energy, you're wasting time. Capitalize on content that you know people are viewing. This is how you know that you're going down the right path, because as a professional, you're learning as you go. As a professional content creator, you're learning more as you do. This is very important. It's good to have your own style as a professional content creator. Don't really copy anyone. Don't try to be like the next guy. Be yourself. Be original. Be authentic. Have your own style. Create your own niche. Have your own way of doing things. This will make you stand out as a professional content creator. Why? Because there are certain things you do that people will always remember. For example, y'all all know that I'm known for this particular sound effect.
What?
Y'all all know that. Well, that particular sound effect is original. I am the creator of that sound effect, and I've been using that for years. That's my actual voice saying what. So throughout the years, everyone know me for using that. There's certain things that I do throughout my show that people just know that that's me. Why? It's my original personality, and it's something that separates me from other people. Doing different skits, creating voiceovers and different characters, people will know you and remember you for that, and no one can ever mimic that. It's very important. Just like how when I'm doing voiceovers of Pastor and this and that and Enrique and all these other guys, it's very, very creative, and it separates me from other content creators. Now, as content creators, this is a competitive business, But at the same time, it doesn't mean that we hate each other. It doesn't mean that we despise one another. Because if we learn how to collaborate and work together, we can be even more successful. In this business, there comes a time when you're going to have to learn how to collaborate and work with other people. If you stay to your own self and you want to be selfish, hey, it may work out for you for a time, but you may run into a wall. Always understand that collaborating and working with others is very important in this particular business. Eventually, you're going to have to make that choice. You don't have to work with everyone, but we don't want to isolate ourselves to the point where we're just alone. You need allies in this particular business, because the more people you know that are of value, it would only increase who you are and make you a better professional content creator. Because when other professionals are talking about you or pretty much interested in working with you, it's going to only help your bottom line. And at the end of the day, as a business, you want to profit. So as a content creator, you must take this very serious. You don't want to make content that is frivolous and just meaningless. You want content that people are going to come back to listen to more. You want content that people are going to play over and over. You want content that people will share. You want content that have playback value. Playback value. What is playback value? It's content that when you listen to it, you just want to listen to it again. It has that type of value. It's interesting. It's educational. It's just that good. It's worthy of another playback, because the more plays, the more you benefit. The more people interact, the more you benefit. You want videos that are timeless, videos that people can always come back to. If you're the type of person who just argue and fight with people all day and make content that is trash, people will look at it one time and they'll never come back to view that video. That video will die and never see the light of day. Those are the kind of videos you want to avoid. This is why, as a content creator, you just don't want to go out there making content. You want to provide quality content. Always remember, brothers and sisters, quality over quantity. You can put out a lot of material, but if it's not quality, it's not going to be good. Do you understand me? So, that being said, you need a microphone. A microphone is an essential part of a studio. Now, there are a lot of microphone choices that you can use, a lot of different ways you can do this, but at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your choice to buy whatever microphone you see fit. I can recommend microphones, but at the end of the day, you must make the choice based on your budget. You need a quality microphone. I don't recommend you buy anything cheap. Buy something that is good. Look around, talk to a sales engineer, get feedback, go to your local stores, test out a couple of microphones, find the one that sounds the best to you. Having a quality microphone and good audio in a video is an essential part of your production. You don't want mediocre voiceovers. You don't want mediocre sound quality. You want high quality vocals that when people listen to your videos, they can hear your voice, they can hear how you articulate yourself, and it sounds nice, loud, clear, and concise. That is what's going to draw people to you. But if your voice sounds like trash, it don't sound good, it sounds far away, too much echo, too much reverb, it don't have a studio sound to it, it's just not professional. Do you understand me? So, that being said, I believe I covered a lot of the basics, and hopefully I may have more content on this particular topic that can help you. I'm currently doing a lot of changes in my studio, so I may do a video where I can give you an insight overview of how my studio setup is. That way you can get some ideas on how to improve your studio setup. But understand this, brothers and sisters, this is a business, and it's not for us to have competitive jealousy. It is for us to learn from one another, to improve, so that we can all benefit from this world of social media, because there is a lot for everyone. There is enough for everyone. There's no need to be greedy. All it takes is hard work, dedication, and being consistent in what you do, and you will have nothing but success. So I hope that you enjoyed this video on how to be a professional content creator. I will have more content on this particular subject in due time. That being said, thanks for your support. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell for more content. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.